What's up, folks? Trail here, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your second stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Saturday, January the 9th. Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope all of you are doing great out there. Today's video is a little bit different as we are always talking about the second stimulus check and how much Congress is going to approve for the American people. Well, today I just received my second stimulus check and I wanted to share the good news with you guys, my new family, my new community. Now, this is in no way to brag or boast, but since I talk about you guys getting your stimulus checks in the mail or direct deposit or hoping that Congress approves of more relief aid, I figured it would only be right that I share with you about me receiving my stimulus check and also giving you my thoughts on the way the government handles these stimulus checks as well, dealing with the IRS and the Treasury Department. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can be a part of this community. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. What's up, everyone, and I appreciate you guys stopping by just to hear my 2 cents. Well, I actually received more than 2 cents, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I know I have been asking you guys to share with the community on my comments section down below when and if you receive your big fat stimulus check, which is by far being a big or fat stimulus check. It's better to get something than nothing, right? And these $600 was just merely a slap in the face for majority of Americans. Now, for those that don't know, if you are an individual who makes less than $75,000 per year, according to your last tax return, you will receive the full amount of $600. For married couples filing jointly, if you make less than $150,000, you will receive $1,200. Also, you will receive $600 per child under the age of 17 years old. This criteria is pretty much the same as the first stimulus check, except that we receive $1,200 instead of $600. And I made a video previously about us receiving our first stimulus checks of $3,400 for me and my family. That was because it was $1,200 each for my wife and myself, then $500 for each child. But now that we are back at it again with smaller stimulus checks, I wanted to share with you how much we received this go round. Now, obviously, I'm not here to brag or boast or anything like that. Just want to be clear about that. I do feel the need that I do have to share with you guys since I always ask y'all to share with me and the community. So that is the only reason I am sharing with you today of how much we received on our second stimulus check. Now, anyways, quick story, I didn't even know if we would be receiving a stimulus check this time around, considering our incomes have increased since the previous stimulus checks. But when I logged into my bank account today, I saw a line deposit from the IRS, and we received a whopping, wait for it, $1,548.50. Now, considering we didn't receive $1,200 for the adults and $1,200 for the kiddos, I assume it's because our incomes came in a little bit over the thresholds to receive the full stimulus checks. We should have received $2,400 for our family, but we only got around $1,500. Now, I definitely don't want to discredit this type of money. I am definitely grateful of it, but we really just don't even need the money. And that's where I want to talk about why the government needs to change this problem. Look, guys, my wife and I still have our jobs. We make decent money. We have rental properties. We have other businesses that we run. And I run this YouTube channel where I share information with you guys. So we have several income streams available that help us survive during these economic times. To be honest, the only way that my family was directly affected by this pandemic is, number one, my wife's hours was cut short at work by 8 hours and her pay was also cut by another 8 hours of pay. Then number two, I was affected because I now have to work from home instead of having to go into the office every day. That's it. And that's the problem. There are so many people who have lost their jobs, had hours cut at work, or even facing eviction on their homes right now. They are the ones that really need this money, not me and my family. And yes, I admit it, but I'm not some Scrooge who only wants to get free money from the government, even though we really don't need it. Yes, it's cool to receive free money, don't get me wrong. But the way I see it is, We don't need this money from the government, and I'd rather the government send it to someone who actually needs it right now. The government needs to fix these issues in America and stop sending every American the same amount of money as if everyone is in the same situation. I have seen countless stories on how millionaires have been receiving their stimulus checks. Obviously, they don't need any additional money if they are already millionaires, right? I really wish government would allow these checks to only go out to the people who make minimum wage, people on Social Security benefits such as SSI or SSDI, perhaps to people who make under a certain threshold like $30,000 per year or $20,000 per year. And I don't know what the magic number is, but they can't just continue to send free money to people who don't really need it and then send the same amount of money to the people who need it the most. I really hate this problem, and I wish that they would really fix it. I'm not sure how they will fix it, but I'm sure there is a way. It may take more work to do it, but just sending every citizen in this country that makes under $75,000 per year is very stupid in my opinion. I believe in taking care of people who are struggling right now, not sending money to people that are well off and driving Bentleys or whatever the case may be. But let me ask you guys a question. How much more money do you think that they could send the people unemployed or out of work or the ones really affected by the pandemic? How much extra money could the IRS send them if they would just stop sending money to people who don't need it? I would think perhaps even a $2,000 stimulus check, the last time and this time. Now let's look at the statistics right here. If we look at the numbers, the unemployment rate in this country as of December is 6.9%, which means the employment rate is about 93.1%. Then you have about 64 million people in this country on Social Security as of June of 2020. And the total population in the U.S. is about 328 million people, which means about 5.1% of people are on Social Security benefits. And statistics show that only 34 million people are in poverty in this country, according to a 2019 statistic. So, if the government would just change how they distribute stimulus checks and other forms of relief aid to only those under the poverty line, and then those that are on Social Security, those that make minimum wage, those who are unemployed right now, and those who are facing eviction by showing proof, I really think that more money would be available to go to those groups of people. And in my book, those are the American people who need money more than Budget Bill does. More than those other millionaires need it, but these are just my thoughts. But I really want to know what you guys think about this situation here. We really have a serious problem in this country. Do you think that money would be better suited going to the people who actually need the money right now versus sending checks to every citizen in America? Do you think the IRS or government is even capable of doing something like this? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm not a professional, but this is the way I feel about all of this. Let me know how you guys feel. I will be watching the comments and responding to each and every one of you. Other than that, hey, that's all I have for you today. I just want to share my thoughts with you on these second stimulus checks. If this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop me a comment down below so I can welcome you. Also, be sure to click the notification bell so you can be notified of each new video. And if you like this type of content in this video, be sure to smash the like button for me. It really helps out the channel and it tells YouTube to share this video with others. Other than that, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.